Houston, our instruments are showing that we have a incoming message from deep space. Repeat, Houston, we have an incoming message from deep space. Houston, we'll begin playing message now. Houston, we're going to try and translate that up here. Hold for translation. Translation complete. We'll begin playing message now.
Hey, it's me, Melissa.
What do you do when the aliens invade? Take a shot of MK Ultra and watch Melissa Jade. Put on your tinfoil hat and tune right in. We got that crime spree, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, a complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what are dolphins understanding? It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Aliens is on the sun or in Area 51. Time travels, unravels, haunted castles, cops are baffled, potential experimental thoughts that make you transcendental. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Crime sprees, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects of mind expanding, fake moon landing, what are dolphins understanding? It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa.
Hello, everybody. Hey, Chezzy. Hey, Snot Rocket. Jen Gilcher, con artist. Anna Cassis. We have Jen, Danielle, Beautiful Disaster. Oh, Creeple Mama. Okay. Hi, Harlot People. Me, Amy. Just Breathe. Hey, Bryn, Joanna. We have Meg P, Victoria, Shalmaya, Sherry, Little Red O. What's Pearl? Watch Pearl with him. I'm not sure what Pearl is. Hey, K-Breeze, Musicity Mom, Beach Lover, Blue, Petunia, Little Lydia Jade, K-Love. It didn't. Well, I guess it did. It went earlier, but it's never usually earlier. Hi, Dog Mom. Hi, Leanne. Poor Linda. It's not rocket science, dude. Loki. Well, Loki, that's because that's the last time we left off with Amy Lang. Leticia said she was going to Limbo. And then we had like a week later. And so Allie's like, here, I'll find you the video visits that were between the two, which is awesome and so kind of her. And so I am curious to know what happened in that video visit. Did Leticia ever say that she was crossing the other side? Is she in Limbo? I need to know. Which, by the way, Alex Erickson and Jen Lou's links are in the description of these videos. That is where the original calls are from. And thank you so much, Allie, for allowing me to play the video visits from this day because I'm curious what happened. Hi, Michelle. Truth Hurts. Shane, Olive Loaf. Oh yeah, well, not only Karen Reed, hi Neat Noodle, MK, hey T Adams, what happened with Chad Daybell today? I nearly had an anxiety attack driving home from work. I'm like, what my mind is still blown that such a technicality could have happened and nobody caught it for so long. I know me and Harley were just sitting there like, how is this possible? I don't know, but thank goodness it all worked out because my heart were breaking for Larry and Kay. Hi Debbie 87. I don't know if I believe Pryor knew. I don't know. Yeah, they were exhausted to say the least. I know Allie and Bendy are going to be going over it on Bendy's channel at 9 p.m. tonight. So we will Jade raid over there, and I'm really excited to talk about it and listen to their thoughts, because I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But they got really lucky, and whoever made that clerical error is fired. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Chloe Moon. Kaleida Hope. So, before we start today, I just want to bring your attention. Hey, Blue. I just want to bring your attention to Elijah Vu. Elijah has been missing since February 20th, 2024. Look at that face. His NCIC number is at the top. So he was last seen on February 20th, and he is 3 years old, from Two Rivers, Wisconsin. Thank you, Dog Mom, for being a member for a month. 1 month. Love all of you. Love you, MJ. Thank you so much. I know, Harlan. It's crazy. Oh, spiritual. He's he has like, he kind of reminds me a bit of Quentin with those dark brown eyes, you know. Such a, I don't like, oh, he's 3. He's 3. And it's just so sad. Here is another photo for comparison. Hi, Christina. Doesn't he, Mia? When I first saw him, hey, Jonesin. When I first saw him, I'm like, oh my God, he reminds me of Quentin. He reminds me of Quentin. I don't know either, Little Red. So Elijah is who we're going to be bringing attention to today for this live. Again, Elijah Vu, missing since February 20th, 2024, from Two Rivers, Wisconsin. He is 3 years old. These are the best photos that they have of Elijah. And his NCIC number is at the top. And we'll circle back around again at the end to this. So, right? So I'm glad I'm not the only one. He has just that Quentin-like face. I don't know what it is. But he is precious and adorable, and I truly hope he is found safe soon. So just please keep your eye out, and just, it's hard to forget that face. So just kind of remember it and pray for him. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to be going over, we finished April 2021. We are done with April 2021, but we're going to jump back for a moment to watch the video visits that occurred between, let me see the dates, 1 second. The video visit that occurred with Amy Lang and Leticia between April 10th to April 19th. Because on the April 10th call, like I said, Leticia explained to Amy, I will be going to, please be safe, Julie. Hi, Double M. I will be leaving this earth. I am going to choose between a good death and a bad death, and I am going to Limbo. Don't worry about me. I will still be able to call you and do our video visits, because Limbo has better 5G and Wi-Fi than Earth does. And apparently Limbo is not on Earth. Limbo is on another planet. So I really wanted to know what happened if Leticia ever claimed she went to Limbo. So Allie gave us the permission to be able to go over these video visits, and I'm really excited. And again, all of these calls and videos are available on both Allie and Bendy's channels. Their descriptions, their links are in the description, but I will be dropping them throughout. So let me pull it up. I'm excited. I don't know what to expect. So let me see. All right. Get the timestamp. 127. Okay. So Allie said at this timestamp, it would be April 6th. Well, actually, okay, so this would be before. This would be before. And then April 18th. Well, I guess we could watch both. Okay, let's just watch both. So there's one from April 6th, which would be a couple of days before at least the phone call we heard where she told Leticia told Amy she was going to Limbo. And then there's one. Oh, never mind. She sent them. 1 hour, 1 of my April 15th. Okay. All right. That's what I'm going to do. Sorry. 1 second. Okay. This one. Okay. So this would be April 11th. That's the one that we would start with. April 11th and then April 15th. So there's two between the calls that we heard. So April 11th, 6 minutes, 13 seconds, 6 minutes, 13 seconds. Okay. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Hey, Allie, there she is. All right. So this one, again, April 10th is when we heard the April 10th is when we heard that last call. And so this would be the next day, April 11th. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, let's do it. Oh my God, look at her.
Hey. Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Hello. How are you? Okay. So Julie.
Okay, right off the bat. I'm not used to commentating while seeing them. I'm used to just the audio. But right off the bat, I've noticed that she has not grown that brow back. We saw Leticia loss of a brow during Allie's when she was doing the fundraiser live and they were doing the meme contest. And we saw Leticia only had half a brow right here. I don't know what happened because we do know that they offer tweezers and nail clippers and stuff at commissary. So I don't know if she just picked one side, but she only has eye. I would not call that a full eyebrow. It's just eye because she's missing the other half. So right off the bat, I'm noticing that it still has not grown back to its original way. I don't know. But all right. Now she's got the dual braids instead of 800 braids. So please don't forget she said that the ninjas are braiding her hair. Not her. The ninjas are.
Okay, one of the viewers said they don't. What is Leticia doing with her hair? She got it in two braids. Is she going for Pippi Longstocking?
I would go for more Wednesday Addams. I think she's going for a little bit more Wednesday Addams-esque, if you ask me.
Hesino, tickets a mito,
It's all
facilitatata.
good.
What the Elmer Fudd was that? Is there somebody who speaks Spanish in the chat fluently? And if so, can you tell me if she just spoke Spanish or if she just pretended to speak Spanish? I need to know right now. Please, please, somebody who is fluent in the chat, please tell me. Was that Spanish? Or was that not Spanish? Oh my God. Oh, Tisha. Oh my goodness. This is Leticia. Yep. Leticia, do you know how to speak Spanish for real though? Do you?
No.
Yes.
No, sir. I mean, John, no.
No, I object in all of the ways to that one.
Any objection? All objections.
That is, oh my, I don't know why I didn't expect any less, but okay.
Who's they? Who is
Sorry,
it?
That's not
bother
going to
me.
work for me. Sorry, y'all.
Oh,
The freaking ninjas. I don't want to be a teenage mutant
Okay. Try this, Trish. And
ninja turtle, and they over here
Yes.
talking about
So Leticia doesn't want to be a teenage mutant ninja turtle. Not hey Cheesy, not Spanish, Cape Verde, Portuguese, or anything I've ever heard. It's Leticia. That's all it is. It's just Leticia. Okay. I'll be back in 5. I'm going to listen to that 20 more times. Oh my goodness. So again, not only are the ninjas trying to gain access to Leticia's mind, the ninjas are also Raphael. You know, they're part of the Ninja Turtles. Splinter would be very disappointed with how Leticia's acting, I just have to say.
we're just going to start it over right from the beginning. Here we go.
So there's this like,
Okay.
Yeah, she was speaking ninja-ese.
hey. Oh, I'm good. How are you?
hello. How are you?
Oh,
Okay. Bonjour,
how's your
Isabel.
day?
¿Quién es otra?
How's your day been?
Sorry.
Hmm?
Nah. Hesino, tickets a mito,
It's all
facilitatata.
good. Who's they? Who is
Sorry.
it?
Nothing, not a single, not even a word. Please tell me she didn't even nail a single word.
Bother me.
Oh,
The freaking ninjas. I don't want to be a teenage mutant ninja turtle, and they over here talking about teenage mutant ninja turtles. I know, and
How
I'm
do you
trying to
pronounce
talk to
that?
them in their language.
Oh,
Anyway.
okay. See, it really is ninja. It really, it really is ninja. She's speaking ninja. So she's speaking in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle language. Again, I think it's very peculiar because I would love to know more about borderline personality disorder. I would really love to know in Leticia's mind. We know she's trying to build a defense for not guilty by reason of insanity. Again, it did not matter if she went insane while in jail. All that matters was she insane at the time that the murder occurred? But her lies were just so unbelievable. They were half-assed efforts, and I would love to know in her mind, did she think she was pulling it off? Did she think, yeah, I'm doing good? This is believable. I would love someone far smarter and educated in this field to be able to tell me whether she believed it or not. Hi, Gaia.
What y'all?
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. It's driving me crazy. They just and we lost an hour of our time because somebody wanted to smart mouth
Oh, really?
Debbie. So now our whole group lost an hour. Not that we already only get like an hour and a half to 2 hours
Oh,
anyway.
wow. That's
So that puts
crappy.
us getting an hour for today.
I texted your friend yesterday after I got off the phone with you, so I relayed the message to her. You're welcome. She said, she responded. She
Thank
just
you.
said that she told me she brought a book in for you to read, and she said that she hopes that you get the chance to read it. And then she told me the thing about how she's going to be gone for trial coming up here soon. But I told her that I was going to be talking to you today, and that I would let you know that I relayed the message to her and she got it. So
Great.
Cool. Yeah, I think she had to go somewhere, but I just didn't want her to come and I'd be gone because she may sick.
Okay. So again, for anybody who was not here, hi Furcoat Mama. All right, I'm excited. Allie, you nailed it. Thank you so much, Allie. Again, shout out to Allie and Bendy. They obtained these video visits. Allie gave me permit. You're awesome. Thank you. So the last call that we heard, Leticia asked Amy to please relay to my private investigator, if you come for the visit, I may not be here. But listen, explain to her for me. And Amy's literally typing it out. She's like, okay, what do you want me to say? Tell her that I am going to be going to Limbo. I get to choose between a good death and a bad death. I am leaving Earth. But don't worry, I'll still be able to call and have video visits because they have better network in Limbo. Bye. And Amy is literally texting a private investigator this, okay?
Oh. Anyway, so I don't want to tell him that. Hold on, my thoughts. I just didn't want to be gone. Sorry. These suckers don't stop, man. They just be like,
what all do they say to you?
Drive me nuts. Like, you better do this or do that or run. Like, they think that I can run through the wall, just run and start flying. They just, yeah, they want me to hold people for ransom. And I'm like, who am I holding for ransom? Like, what?
Yeah.
Why do you want me to do this for? You know what I mean? And then if I get ready to eat something, they'll just be like, don't eat that one. It has maggots in it or it has bugs. And then I'll.
Okay. So we've heard Leticia say this before. Oh no, I gotta fix it, Chasing. My apologies. Did she let someone ink her eyebrow? I don't know. I don't know. But we've heard her say this before, that the J group, the Volturi, the J group of vampires, is trying to summon Leticia back. And if she does not join the Mexican mafia, she's going to have to hold someone for ransom. Now, does it make sense? Fuck no, it does not make sense. But it doesn't need to make sense because what is it? It's Leticia logic, okay? Just go along for the ride. That's all it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, and I'll just be so convinced that there's bugs in it,
The bugs.
Sometimes there is, but then sometimes I'm convinced there's bugs, but there's not. It's them playing with me.
Is justice?
And please do not forget, she says they came and removed her small intestines. We never got word that they returned her small intestines yet. So she is functioning without an intestines at this point.
One of them? Because I know you had mentioned him last week.
Well, right. So he's coming back. Oh, he's coming back to help me with the whole initiation thing. But he didn't come today. I figured he would come today, but I thought I saw him out on the soccer field. And I was like, oh, heck no. I hope he's not out there, like, trying to do some bad stuff, I wasn't sure. I thought I saw him on the soccer field out there. But then I named all the people on the soccer field. And I had names for the dogs that came by. So I just kept naming them, and so I was like, I figured if I named them, it was like, had a relationship with them, maybe he'll like think they're my friends and not like try to bother them, you know what I mean?
Or is he like
Justice? They're referring to Justice. If you haven't been here, Justice is part of the J group. The J group is vampires, all with the name J. Now, if you ask yourself, hey, Leticia's name doesn't start with J, it sure as fuck doesn't. but she created alters. So this would be Janelle. Okay. So the he they are referring to is Justice the vampire. And if it starts to sound a lot like Twilight, that's because it fucking is. It's the plot of Twilight down to the actual characters' names. She was very unoriginal.
No. I mean, when I'm in the group, yes, but not when I'm not in the group. No, when I'm in the group, I get like special powers to do stuff. But like right now, everyone's trying to read my mind. So like,
I'm sorry, what? 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 Tisha, say that again for me one more time.
do stuff. But like right now, everyone's trying to read my mind. So like I'm looking at all these people and I like think about what they're saying. And I'm like, oh, you're trying to read my mind and you're thinking this, you're thinking that, but really they don't know I'm actually reading their mind.
Got it. So again, we do know that when you are becoming a vampire, you get to choose a special power and or ability. And they are trying to read Leticia's mind, but haha, joke's on you. I removed that chip that you guys apparently implanted in my arm, and I am reading your guys' minds. So,
because I got the chip. I got the chip put back in my arm.
Did you? Because I know yesterday.
Yeah, so
she got the chip put back in her arm. All fun and games when she's bullshitting with Amy. Very, very manipulative when she's saying this to her child. If you were not here, we listened to a call between Leticia and Harley. And on this call, and I swear it was after this call that we saw a huge shift in Harley. She called Harley and she basically was acting like this. And she said that they implanted a chip in her arm and they are controlling her mind and body. And she told her daughter she was looking for any sharp object to slit her arm open to get the chip out. Now, we, looking in hindsight, and it's clearly bullshit, but to her child at this point, back in 2021, when Harley still believed that there was a level of truth in what her mom was saying and that she wasn't guilty, and the fact that it's her mom alone, it's heartbreaking. You are telling your child that you are asking the nurse for scissors to cut your arm open. And I can't imagine how fearful Harley was, how confused she was, the amount of damage this did to her psychologically. Every day, the emotional and mental abuse that child had to endure is truly heartbreaking.
They need to finish doing it.
Right now? Yeah, so I got the chip put back in my arm. So now I'm able to like officially read their minds. When they walk around here and start doing stuff, like I read what they're looking at me and saying, you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling them, I'm like, they think they own me. You know what I mean? Like they think they have this control over me. Like, you know how people get like ankle bracelets and stuff like that. They think they have control on me because they have this chip in there. But really, my powers are flipping it, and I'm contradicting what they're thinking, and I'm messing up.
Did you just say her powers are flipping? Did she just say flipping? Tisha, we all know how acrobatic you are. Don't make me show the audience. Again, we all know. I didn't know that flipping was a superpower. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that.
But really, my powers are flipping it, and I'm contradicting what they're thinking, and I'm messing up their brain, you know?
Who put it? Who put the chip in your arm? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Jasper put it in. Who was with you
on Tuesday? Because I know on Tuesday when we talked, there was somebody there with you that you were talking to, but I couldn't figure out who it was. Do you remember? I don't know. I don't know because I saw you talking to them, but I didn't have a chance to ask you who it was because the camera the signal kept cutting out.
Oh.
Please do not forget, Amy Lang was illegally recording these calls. She was recording the calls, she was screen recording the video visits, and she would, in the future, in context to these video visits, eventually put them out on Critical Case Patreon. So if you see her eye like gazing a little bit to the right or to the bottom of the screen, she's monitoring her screen record.
There's no telling. It was probably one of the ninjas. They be running around here. I told them I contained them in a space in my room where they have to stay in that square. And they are not happy about staying in that square. They're pissed about that. You know what I'm saying? So then they be coming over there when I go to sleep and like putting their arms like on my chest, like trying to make me like not breathe, like to wake me up. And I'm like, why do y'all keep waking me up?
So she puts the ninjas in a square, and they're not allowed to leave that square. And apparently these ninjas have go-go gadget arms where they're able to extend outside of the square while their feet remain in it and push down on her chest to try to prevent her from breathing. What is this? This is Tisha just keeps on type of moment.
Flying down the highway in a makeshift Model TA. Woo, yeah, woo. It's a beautiful morning and it's gonna be a beautiful day. The wheels are humming, the guitar strumming, and the radio is blasting and good sounds are coming as we're flying down the highway in a makeshift Model TA.
She keeps on.
Keep on, keep on, keep on dancing all through the night.
She keeps on.
Keep on, keep on doing it right.
She keeps on.
Keep on, keep on moving.
She keeps on.
Keep on moving.
She keeps on.
Dancing all through the night.
You can hear the music from 26 miles away. Smiling is the happy, and happy is here to stay. Yeah.
Keeps on. Keeps on. Keeps on.
Keep on dancing all through the night.
Keeps on.
Keep on doing it right.
Keeps on.
Keep on moving. Gonna
Keeps on.
keep on moving.
Keeps on.
Singing and dancing all through the night.
Keeps on.
Keep on dancing all through the night.
She keeps on talking to me.
Keep on doing it right.
All right. So please carry on, Leticia. And hi, B Crumbs.
Oh, you know,
There's something else. Oh, something else. Okay. I meant to ask you.
I did that.
I've been checking my email and I've checked the like my inbox and like the junk folder and things like that. I haven't gotten any emails yet. Do you know when I'm supposed to be getting the email you talked about on Tuesday?
Oh yeah, they were supposed to. They were creating a what's it called, like a Google Doc, and they were supposed to be. I sent your email. They were supposed to be adding everybody to the email in the Google Doc, and they were trying to get. I don't know. It's supposed to be like a little group thing where they were going to talk about. One of my immediate family members already saw the video, and so they were just going to have like this like little chat box thing, and it was just make sure nobody like records it or like don't screenshot it. I know you want, but I just have to say that because that's mainly what they're going to say is because like, you know, everybody's going to talk and you'll be able to like, write in the Google Doc, you know, like what you're thinking or, you know, whatever.
And sorry, because I looked away for one moment. Is she? You're more than welcome to, on the links are in my description, Jan. You're more than welcome to watch them without commentary. They're over on Alex Erickson and Jen Liu at the Ward Case Studies. Their links are being dropped throughout in the chat, and they are in the description of the video. So please go ahead and show them support and go watch them there. You're more than welcome to. Hi, Queen Bella. and I missed right at the beginning part of it. Is she referring to the video of the murder? Because again, that doesn't exist, but that's the narrative that she's been pushing, that this private investigator is getting access to. And so if so, that is extremely messed up and leading Amy to believe that she's ever even going to watch it. Thank you, Dog Mom. Amy really acts like she understands her. Amy's hair looks oh no. Amy looks better today than you know, she looks okay on this video visit, but thank you so much, Dog Mom. Yeah, a goo-goo doc. Hi, Grace on Wheels.
So it's kind of good because that, oh gosh, did they bite me there? Anyway, it was kind of good because the family member that saw it, she was kind of like, you know, supportive of me, but then at the same time, you know, like, oh my God, you know, what have you got yourself into? Something. But then I put her in charge of being able to see it and like manage the situation. And like, she's like, oh my God, hallelujah, thank you, God. I've been like so praising God. I was like, well, what do you think? I tried to tell you this the whole time, but you're not freaking listening to me. So it kind of helped some of my family, you know, and my mom, she was like happy and she sent me all these cards because, you know, I don't really talk to my mom a lot, you know. But she sent me all these cards, and so now she's like, I know you didn't do this. Thank God.
Goodness,
I'm like,
really.
well, I already told you this. But you know, it helps. It helps because you know they face so many demons attacking them every day, so it helps for them to be able to, you know what I mean?
Hi, Dina.
Yeah. Oh, I have a question. If it's a Facebook, I have so the Facebook I have with Albert, the Cholo, he
Oh my
that was
God.
like we didn't get it till like 2017, right? I have a Facebook that I had since I was like, I don't know, when it first came out, you know, when like Mark was your only friend you had, you know what I mean, back in the day. But that was
Was Mark? Oh no, it was Tom who's MySpace. Okay, never mind.
different Facebook like email and URL and whatever. And I like deactivated that one when I got one with Albert. So
you should be able,
if I needed to get that one back,
you should be able to put in whatever email and password you use, and it should log you back in.
Yeah, so I remember the email because the email was my Liberty email, but I don't really remember the password, so maybe I should have.
I was gonna say, I think when you
it's been years ago since
when you go on the page to log in, there should be like a little button that says forget password. If you can access the old email address that you had associated with it, they should be able to send like the steps to reset your password to that email address. And
yeah,
then you can
remember?
the steps and then log back into it.
Yeah. Okay, and this girl in here told me.
Bendy, it's not a big old head. We're looking for the call, the video visit after the call we had just listened to, and it happens to be on your channel. And it's the one where Leticia was telling Amy, I'm going to Limbo. And so I'll still be able to call you because we have better Wi-Fi there. And so we were interested to know because on the next call, it was like 9 days later, and there was a video visit between, and Allie found it for us. And so we're watching it because we were desperate to know, did she ever go to Limbo? But I guess unless it happens on the next one, because there's only one other one between the 10th and the 19th, I guess she didn't go to Limbo yet.
Me that if you can't do it, if you can't get access to the email, they'll send a link to 3 people that were on your friends list, like on your family or something, and it'll just verify like, hey, this is her trying to get in. So I don't know if that's true, but that's what she told me. Okay, because that's the Facebook that has like crap tons of pictures on it, and I was looking through stuff.
Okay, please, when she says pictures, this is the first time I'm hearing of a Facebook account, but she's been saying that there is the secondary iCloud account, and on that secondary iCloud account is where there's the photo of her, Al, and Edgar at the wine vineyard, and all of the documentation of Al's abuse, and this horrific video that does not exist, thank God, you know, but that's what she's claiming. But I don't know if now she's intertwining Facebook with it.
stuff, and I was like, oh, this is only this one Facebook account. Oh, this is like, well, you don't have the other one. Oh, that's good. You know what I mean? So you won't see all the mystery people I've been with around the world. But yeah, so I got to get back into that one. So whenever she comes again, we have to do that on the computer then. But I do know it was my Liberty
Is your
email. I
friend
just gotta
going
figure
to
out how to
help
get
you
back
with
in it.
that? The one that
Cool.
I texted yesterday?
Yeah, she brings her like MacBook or whatever when she comes in, and the computer, or
Yeah.
she brings her phone, and we can pull up stuff or whatever. But I knew they had a trial this week, so she wasn't able to do it, but she said we'll make up time and do it all next week, which I wasn't worried.
And that's that private investigator, which please remember, she said that private investigator was flying out to Mexico to obtain the physical phone that this video is on with this secondary iCloud from Angelica, aka Angel, aka wife of El Chapo, I believe, the one she claimed in the John Grusing interview when she was arrested that she had the threesome with. Oh, it totally is. But what I'm interested in, Bendy, is that Amy was messaging with some PI, right, Katie? I think she was messaging someone because she's relaying back and forth. She was relaying back and forth whatever Leticia was saying to tell her, and then whatever her response was. So what was that about? I don't know what that about. No, Britt, but I like to discuss as a behavioral study, Leticia. It's not about the case.
Worried about it because I know.
Yeah,
she's
really
good for her word. If she says she's going to do it, she's on it. Like, she'll get on it and start being like, oh, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. I'm like, yes, hallelujah. Thank you.
I was going to ask you too. What two things? Do you know when they're supposed to be sending that email out? That way I know when to look for it. And then who will it be coming from? Or like what?
I'll find out. I found out. Yeah. It's supposed to go from my aunt. I'm not going to say her email over here because I don't want them going to they'll be trying to subpoena my my aunt's email account, and for some reason I don't know if they legally do that or not, but but when I talk to her, I will.
It's interesting to even see the layout, and I don't have much to refer to it. I've only, and I know this is so silly, but I only really know from 60 Days In and those type of shows what pods look like. So unless I'm mistaken, the back are their cells, their individual cells, and then I think behind Leticia would be the common area, the tables, where they could come out and eat or play cards. But it's still just interesting just to kind of see them walking behind her and you know what I mean? I don't know. It was one thing listening to them, but to see the visual, it's totally different. And thank you, MK. That's very kind of you. MK just gifted 5 memberships. Congratulations to our newest recipients. Please thank MK in the chat if you just received one. Thank you so much. And to see her facial expressions. I wish the mask wasn't on so we could pay more attention to the Duper's Delight, but you could really, it seems like she's always having Duper's Delight.
What's today? Sunday? I should talk to her tomorrow because usually I call her on the times I come out at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So, East Coast time will be 7 a.m. East Coast time will be 7 a.m. So I usually call her then, and I'll find out. I'll just be like, hey, because I had someone else already talk to her, so they couldn't, hear it. So I'll just be like, hey, what's the update on that?
I've been checking my inbox and my junk folder and stuff, because sometimes,
they must have a delay or something, and I'm wondering if the delay was just natural or was Amy's screen recording potentially causing some type of lag. I don't know, but there's clearly some type of delay.
Emails get to the junk folder. I don't know why, but I hadn't got anything yet, so I wasn't sure if they had sent it out yet or if I needed to still wait a little.
Yeah, no, I don't think they was. I think they were just. I had to have somebody
Hi,
get them
Carrie.
those emails that I
Yeah.
wanted added to it because I also added one of my best friends that's in another state, and so I had to like secretly get them those emails without people coming in. I don't know if they can like subpoena y'all's emails, so I
Yeah,
tried to be
I
nice,
don't know if they can or not. I
not
don't
give them
think
to people. You know what I mean?
so. Because it's I mean, there's like a lot of regulations and stipulations when it comes to
Yeah,
like what to get a subpoena. So I'm not sure, but I don't
Hey,
think
Scott.
so.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I try to be careful not to say certain, like I have somebody else call them and tell them and say, hey, this is this email, this is
Yeah.
this, write down this code or this password.
I would really like to know who Amy was. Like, if Amy was, I'm sure Amy was messaging Katie, but I'm curious what Katie's responses were. And I'm also curious how their relationship, Amy and Leticia's relationship, escalated so quickly to go from Amy reaching out under a false identity. Please don't forget that. Amy didn't even use her real name. She used a fake name, an alias. And to go from those communications via letter to the calls to now the video visits, and in what was this, April? So May, June, July, August. 8 months from now, she'll make Amy her power of attorney, which it's just so I don't know a real good reason of why she made Amy her POA versus Aunt Brenda was really ideal to become her power of attorney. Aunt Brenda, in my opinion, for Leticia, is trustworthy. She wasn't someone who was going to steal, not that she had like money coming in, but she wasn't going to steal the money. She was consistent and there for her and Harley. The only thing I could think of is that she didn't want Aunt Brenda to have knowledge of certain things, maybe, or to even allow her to have that control, but to make Amy POA a complete stranger, and she doesn't, it's not someone I would trust in that role. I really wonder why she was so quick to make her in that position. I don't know.
Just log in, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's the best
that'll
way
be
to do it.
interesting. Looking forward to it, and then hopefully Caitlin can help you get back into your old Facebook, because that'll be that'll be good for you too.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll just be in there, like a lot of our pictures when we, and two, to help, because like, not help with my situation because they're not on trial, but like it'll help me, because I'll get to see like pictures of us when we were like, I don't know, Harley was 6, Ty was 3, like different. We had a bunch of.
Harley was 6. Ty was 3. The lengths she goes to without any care or concern of what this will do to her child. Not that I could rationalize what she did to Gannon, right? But even if in my head, if I try to argue, okay, but her biological child, and there shouldn't be any difference. I'm just saying, though, playing devil's advocate. Okay, but Harley's her biological child. The fact that she was risking them going back to Harley and talking to Harley about this brother she had, and the letter to Judge Werner got out to the public, obviously, and Harley had to be questioned about whether she recalls these events and these photos where she was around Ty. Do you remember your mom being pregnant? And not only that, she also put forward allegations against Al in a very inappropriate way with Harley. how could you, if even for a moment, your child had to question if that happened to them? Like, she had no care, none at all. And she just, the lies are just so outrageous and out there. So it's like the amount of impact over something with such a stupid lie, like it wasn't even believable, yet you were totally fine allowing your child to suffer that trauma. It's mind-blowing to me.
Pictures and stuff like
Oh,
that. We had pictures with Harley's dad on there.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I had to
know
get
I didn't
access
lose
to one
all
of
that,
my
you know what I
old
mean?
accounts of law.
But anyway, I did my hair again because I'm not in the Mexican Mafia. I am in the Vampire Council now. Well, I will be when I finish up.
I know you said
So
yeah, it's kind of like slow.
I think it's going out. I don't hear you.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Hold right there. Hold right there. I can hear you right there.
They're good.
Oh, it's gonna hang
They're
up.
really good.
Anyway, how's the
Tomorrow,
girls?
my oldest one
Are
starts.
your girls doing okay?
Oh my God, this delay is so bad. They're talking over each other. Hey, Jade, my fellow Jade. They're talking over each other, but I didn't know that she was being bumped up to the council. Nobody told me she was becoming part of the Volturi council. Shit. Awkward.
It always goes out like right at the end of our conversation for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah. How is your girls? Yeah, I know. This is so crazy.
Okay. So I guess she never made her way. Hi, Angel. I'm sorry. I'm bouncing back and forth between screens. So I guess she never made it to Limbo. But again, the link for both Jen Lu at the Word Case Studies and Allie's link is in the description of the video. They have all of the calls published on their channel without commentary. Please go over, support them if you aren't already supported, or go watch it without commentary. And thank you for allowing me to play that one. I very much wanted to see what happened. So we had finished April. And so I guess she never said, "Oh yeah, I'm in limbo now." And so we move on to May, and the first call in May is Harley's birthday, I believe. May 1st. And so it's going to be starting out with Leticia. I'm sorry, Angel. It's going to be starting out with Leticia wishing Harley a happy birthday. But again, we've seen a major pullback in Harley, in my opinion, ever since the two calls. The call where her mom said that she has a chip implanted in her arm that she needs to cut out. And I think Harley became genuinely scared for her mom and powerless. There's nothing she could do. And then the time where she was at work more recently, and Leticia still kept her on the phone and forced her to listen to ninjas. And do you go swimming while you're at work? Harley's like, what? No. Like, in a professional setting around peers, that's what she has to deal with. And it was just really sad. So we've noticed that it seems like Harley isn't answering as many calls, was pushing off the video visits for a while, which half the time I'm sure she's just busy and dealing with real life. The other time, I'm sure it must be exhausting, never knowing who is going to pick up the phone for you. Like, when you pick up the phone, is it going to be the Leticia mom who's on her ass about the bills and the dogs and this and school and this and that? Or is it going to be the one who's telling you that there's chips implanted in her arm? So I'm sure there's many times where she just didn't want to pick up the freaking phone. That's exhausting. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay. Yeah, both versions sucks, to be honest. Yep. Oh no, what happened, Jaded? Yeah, Chezzy, I agree. Okay, so there was that one other call. There was the one other video visit between the days that we were trying to look at. And hold on, let me look at my message so I can find the timestamp. And so we'll just listen to this last one. And it is April 18th. So we last listened to April 19th. That's when we heard that call with Amy. And that's where we last left off. So this one is the day before that call. So let me pull that up. Let me get that timestamp. That would be at April 11th, April. No, I'm sorry. It wouldn't be. No, it would be 4 days before that call. I apologize. I'm looking at so many dates. I'm getting confused. It would be April 15th. Okay. 31. Hold on one second. 31. 31. All right. Okay. So this is the one last video visit we're going to watch. I don't know if she said it. I don't know if she ever established, but I guess let's see. April 15th, 2021.
Hey.
What you do?
Hello.
Hold on.
Hey.
Come back.
Okay.
Just hanging out here, just waiting for them to pick me up.
Yeah. Do you know when they're
It's a bit
supposed to?
early, Michelle.
Like,
No, but I thought I saw him yesterday, and I went and got everybody and told them I saw him yesterday, and they were like, no. But then this girl told me that the government came by to put the stuff in events today, and she came and got me. She's like, the government people sent the people to put the stuff in events today. So she was like, so you probably won't be long here, and I was like, all right.
Okay. Is this how she's going to Limbo? I don't know. We've heard Leticia say this numerous times in the April calls that they are putting and she even said this to Harley. They are putting poison into the vents and letting that poison secrete out to kill them all. So will this be the day that she goes to Limbo?
what
She just
exactly
told
are
me
they
that.
putting in the vents? Is it the stuff you're telling me?
Yeah, I told you I'm not the only one. There's other people know that they're putting stuff in events to sedate us, to make us high, to make us crazy, to read our minds. And we smelled it again today, and he was like, I know the other person has came to put the stuff in events today.
That's scary.
So.
Your friend texted.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pause right here. Staring, putting over here for me, but myself happy to participate in things are get her face.
Yesterday, she asked me if I knew how you were doing.
Hold on. And Allie told me her and Bendy got killer moments where they'd pause, and it was just the funniest. facial expressions between Leticia and Amy, and she's totally right.
So I told her I hadn't heard from you in a couple of days, but that we had a chat today, so I let her
Look
know.
at what
But she was
she's doing. Yeah, what happened to that eyebrow, Miss Ma'am? You're I saw what you just did. You're looking at yourself. You're looking at yourself in that video visit, and her finger glides over her half eye of the brow. What happened to it? Is she about to explain? I hope she is about to explain, because they sell tweezers at the commissary, okay? And I don't remember when it was the meme contest. And I don't remember if somebody said she used toenail clippers, or I think even, if I'm not mistaken, they thread with like tampon string. I swear I'm not just thinking of that. Like, I heard that somewhere, but I don't know. But I want to know, how do you get to this? How do you get to this? And why only one? I need to know. Oh my God.
for me in a couple of days, but that we had a chat today, so I let her know. But she was
sorry, but it's like I'm sorry, but it's like she's realizing in this moment that shit. She looks how I look when like somebody FaceTimes me in bed and I turn the camera on and I'm like, holy shit, like I have to sit up because I look like a thumb from like the wrong angle. She looks like how I look in that moment, like, oh shit, like did you see the way she cuffed the light to see if maybe it was just the angle and light source that caused it to look that bad? And then she has to accept, oh shit, no, it's just my brow.
I heard from you in a couple of days, but that we had a chat today, so I let her know. But she was
They won't let us come. They keep holding us in there and like not letting us come out at all, and like making us just stay there and stay there and stay there. And we're watching the clock and we're like, can't we come out? Can't we come out? And they're like, no, not yet. No, not yet. So we only got to come like 30 minutes, and then 2 days, 30 minutes. That was it.
Welcome to jail. Am I not understanding something here? Yeah, they lock us in these rooms, and then hold on one second. They lock us in these rooms, and then they only allow us out for about 30 minutes at a time. Can you believe that? Yeah, I do. It's jail, so that sounds about right.
We didn't even have enough time to shower. 4 phones and 2 showers and 16
what was the reasoning for that?
I don't know. They just something about the way they do it in here is they probably be worried about people passing stuff and like doing illegal stuff, you know, because this is like the first step. When I get to the concentration camp where I'm going, it'll be a whole lot better. You know what I mean? It'll be a whole lot. But I did mess up though.
What'd you do?
Okay, I was out of it and I was doing really, really bad. Like, I don't remember what day it was, but it's been since I haven't talked to you. And I talked to E for an hour on the stupid.
Did she talk to E for an hour though? Because here's the problem. There is nothing documented between her and E. Hey, no malicious. But what she tries to say is, oh, I call from other inmates' tablets. Like, I'll have them call the same way that we've heard Leticia call for other inmates. But no, as far as we know, there is no recorded calls anything documented between her and E. And the last time we heard, E was on the run and she couldn't get in touch with E because he was too busy finding Mario after he found out that Mario assaulted her.
How'd that go?
But I don't know if I can trust the person that helped me because I don't know that person, but I was really out of it. It wasn't 29, and it usually is 29, and I know I can trust, but now. So I've been having nightmares about that because I don't know if I don't know if this person was like, "Are you wired? Are you trying to get me too? Are you wired? Did they pay you?
No,
Did they
you
pay
should
you
know
and
better
wire
than that.
you?"
No, I don't.
You see that Duber's delight? You see the smiles that she has? Because she knows she's being ridiculous. She knows. Did they wire you? And Amy's answering seriously. No, what? No, not me. Not me. I'm not wired. No, not at all.
Who are you talking about?
Okay, so just making sure because I don't know if they're like wiring her, but she didn't hear my conversation. So, and he didn't, the guy that helped me, he didn't hear it. Well, he probably did hear it because it had to echo through the facility a little bit. But I don't know that he would try. He could have been wired, but I couldn't see him because he was upstairs. So I don't know if he was wired, but they're probably putting something. This. Oh, can I be on my visit?
Okay. She got serious. She got serious real quick with that, didn't she? Yelling at her, "Can I be on my visit?" And sorry, because I'm trying to do something at the same time that I'm doing this. So
okay. So they have stuff on their heads right here, and they be trying to plant stuff inside your head, but like they already put it in my arm, and so I was like, they might have done him like that, you know. So I got to tell her that I messed up with that, but because I talked to him for an hour and I weren't sure if they were, because I was freaking out. You know, I've been wanting to know why on earth. Okay, so I messed up. This is what I did.
What'd you do?
Hadn't heard that info, that digital media, and since I couldn't bring myself to hear it for a long time, but I made him play it. And so I just wanted to ask him why he even had the phone on. And he just was like brushing me off a little bit and was like, kept brushing me off. And finally was like, "Oh, you really want to know?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, because he was like, "You were delusional. You were going crazy." He said, and I thought it was funny. He said, because I was going to show you how you were delusional. He was like, you were in a trance. And it was, you were like sleepwalking and, all through, because you were stressed out. He said, but I was just trying to make it a funny situation because you were already like freaking out, didn't know where he was at. You were already freaking out. He was like, so I was just trying to make the situation like more funny, you know what I mean? Like laughing at you. So I could show you how you were like in a trance sleepwalking and like stressed out. He said, because I felt like if I acted that way and made you laugh, at least that would take some of the pressure off of you for a little bit. And I could show you in the morning. Well, it was already morning at this point. It was early morning. And he's like, I could show you when everybody got up, like, hey, your mom was crazy. She was walking around here sleepwalking, delusional, you know? He's like, you tried to go through the garage, you tried to get in the car, and I didn't let you get in the car.
That's not funny though. Like even if you're trying to do it to like make the situation lighter, I guess it's not funny, you know? It's like this.
I know. I was so mad about that because I was sitting there like, don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, it saves my ass. But like at the same time, I'm like, that's not funny. I've always had a sleepwalking condition. Like, it's not funny. You should have woke me up. He was like, no, honey, you're not supposed to wake up people who are in sleepwalking. And I was like, yeah, that's true. You're not, because they could hurt you and then not know you're hurting you, or, they could that type of thing. Usually, like, my dad used to always just push me back to the room, or like Harley'd be like, go back in here. You know what I mean? And that type of thing. But he was just like, I was just trying to lighten the mood because you were so stressed out. You were
yeah, not funny, but you're laughing, Amy. Hey, Roro. Oh, congratulations, Michelle. That's awesome. She's always sleepwalking or losing her mind or bumping her head or yada yada yada. She has nothing documented as far as established sleepwalking. There's nothing in her prior medical records that shows sleepwalking was an issue. She wasn't diagnosed with anything regarding sleepwalking. She had numerous kites where she claimed she was suffering from sleepwalking. I don't remember if I think they did prescribe something, if I'm not mistaken, in jail at one point for the sleepwalking. But I'd have to go back and look because I don't want to say something if it's not accurate.
Searching everywhere. You were going insane. You were talking about challenges. And I was just sitting there like, well, I mean, what do you think? Yes, I was talking about a stupid hiding challenge they were doing because I was still thinking they were doing the hiding challenge. You know what I mean?
No.
So he was like, so it was just funny. I was laughing at you. So I'm hearing all this, and he's on the thing laughing at me like, and I guess I'm dead asleep, or I'm just like delusional, and I'm just crazy, and the whole
Crazy, not insane. No, it doesn't work that way. But I know that I thought the hydroxine was for anxiety. I know that that's a blood pressure medication, but I thought that was what she had gotten at one point for anxiety, not the sleepwalking medication. I do think that there was something they gave her. Or wait, was it for night? I don't remember. I'd have to go check.
whole time he's just sitting there like, why are you going out the garage? Where are you going? You are not getting in that car. You're not driving the car. You are asleep.
You should have
Go back to the bedroom.
I don't know, maybe like push you back to where you came from. You weren't trying to go out driving cars and stuff like that, you know?
And you know what? Then it made me cry because Lena's in the video because Lena comes out and goes,
wait a second. Okay, thank you, Bendy. I started realizing it wasn't actually for sleepwalking, it was for nightmares. And because I remember when we went over it, we said they're not nightmares, they're flashbacks, you know, like it's your conscience. So you're right. But it wasn't the hydroxine for the nightmares, right? That was for the clonidine. Yes. There's okay. I'd have to go look because I don't want to give you guys inaccurate information. But I do remember at one point that she was, and that's what she was. I don't know if this was the medication that she was mad at, that because she missed a doctor visit because she wanted to do the call with Harley, the video visit, and then he took her off the medication. I'm not sure if that was the nightmare medication or a different medication. I'm not sure. But she does not have an established history prior to being charged with any sleepwalking disorder. Yeah, exactly. It's your damn conscience. I don't feel bad at all.
leave my Leticia alone.
Aww.
She's just asleep.
Hold on.
Because Lena comes out and goes, leave my Leticia alone.
Aww.
She's just asleep.
I'm not even gonna commentate on it because she just has no low. She has no low. Every time I think she's gone as low as she could go, she goes lower.
And I guess it wakes her up with the laughing, and she's like, leave my Leticia alone. That's how she says it. She's just asleep. And so like I guess the later like go back across the video at one point, and I go back with her to bed. But at some point, I obviously wake up again on the
What's
video.
The video that she's referring to again, guys, it's a video that does not exist. But she claims a video exists that will exonerate her because it has the murder caught. It was horrific. I don't even like repeating the lie. But you guys remember. And so she's even dragging Lena into this, and it's just, I'm curious if she takes the time, because I know from the observation logs, especially the first year, so yeah, leading up to this, she spent majority of the time on her bunk and sleeping or writing. Now, granted, she was on an FRAD and she didn't have, she wasn't in Gen Pop, until recently. But I often try to figure out if she would think ahead with the lies, but the lies are so bad that I do struggle to think she put any thought, any time into it, other than like a few minutes before she makes the call, just doing it. But she's willing to intertwine anyone, and this is what I mean by Leticia has numerous victims. Gannon, of course, is the main victim. But they're victims of different things, emotional, mental, physical abuse, manipulation. Just, it's horrible. She's horrible.
Hiding challenge, because I don't think I know what that is. I'm not too familiar with all these like internet challenge things going on.
Oh, and what I was going to say is it's interesting. So we were watching 2 video visits between the 10th and the 19th today. That's what we were focusing on, to see if Leticia ever went to the other side. The first video visit was on the 11th, okay? Leticia was wearing braids. Bendy even made a joke saying, this is very, I said it's Wednesday Addams. She said it's Pippi Longstockings-esque, right? What I'm noticing is now this is the next video visit, which is on the 15th. Is it just pure coincidence that Amy is wearing the same hairstyle that Leticia did at her last video visit? Because all I keep thinking about is Amy's interview with Critical K. She claimed that Leticia was mimicking her handwriting, that after she would have a few correspondence back and forth with Leticia suddenly started writing similar to Amy. Yet I'm noticing, and it could just be coincidence, but the last video visit, 4 days prior to this, Leticia was sitting there with 2 braids. Now the next video visit, Amy's sitting here with 2 braids. It can just be coincidence. But something I know. But it wouldn't surprise me, because with the numerous letters we saw with Leticia and other creators, her handwriting did fluctuate. She did change her handwriting style often to depict the alters. So as Janelle, she would write one way. As Taylor, she would write another way. As Leticia, she would write one way. If one of those happened to be similar to Amy, or she got motivated because she was running out of handwriting styles, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, there was the choking challenge, which I ripped them a new one about the choking challenge, because it was where they were doing taking stuff like wrapping this around, not this, but you get it, and like it's to see how it makes you high. And they do it here. People do it here. Like you choke yourself for so long, it gets you high.
It does not get you high. Okay. Back in middle school, you used to do the thing where you would go, you would breathe in and out very quickly and heavily for about 30 seconds and then hold your breath and push. And you would literally pass out. And it's actually extremely dangerous. So no, you do not get high. You lose oxygen to your brain. Yes, could it put you in a euphoria state? Sure. They say the same thing about drowning, though. When you go a certain amount of time without your brain being deprived of oxygen, you can go into a somewhat of euphoria state. I'm glad that you guys never did that shit. But Roro knows what I'm talking about. We did stupid shit when we were younger. And one of those things was breathing in and out very rapidly for 30 seconds, taking deep breath. And I do not advise anyone to do it. I'm saying stupid middle school shit. And then hold your breath and push, and you would pass out. And if I'm not mistaken, in the past, I heard about a kid actually dying from it. But I don't believe what she's pushing.
And you kind of, because you get like, apparently you get like dizzy. I mean, I never choke myself, but I'm just going on what they say. Apparently you get like dizzy and delusional, that type thing. So they were doing that. I had already ripped them a new one about that, and the one about the Smartie candy that they kept breaking up, acting like it was something. I guess it was Smartie candy, so I don't know. It was white, and I told them, "This ain't funny. You don't do that."
Sidetrack. Do you guys fucking realize that we had candy cigarettes? That would never fly today. And that's all that just reminded me of. And I'm sorry, my ADHD is making us go off course. But when I was stressed out at the end of the day, I would pack my little Luckies and I would put that candy cigarette in my mouth and pretend to puff on it and then eat the stick. How was that allowed? That would never, ever, ever be acceptable in today's society. I used to think I was cool as shit. Packing out one of my fucking candy cigarettes, man. Shit.
Because when we were younger, I don't know if you remember the little cigarettes that you used to have, like candy cigarettes.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I had told them about that. I said,
Ew! Did that just happen? I swear I did not watch this ahead of time. How did that? I predicted that. She's in my head. I must have a damn chip in my arm. How did that happen? Ew. Yeah, I popped one of those bursting mints in my eye just because I was dared to do it in middle school. We did stupid shit. But how in the world? I don't know. I swear I did not watch this ahead of time. Allie just gave me the timestamps. I don't know. I'm part of the J group. That's what it is. I'm sorry, guys. That was crazy.
yeah, we used to do that when I was little. We had candy cigarettes, and like we had these little candy things that had liquid in it, and they were made like alcohol. I was like, and it was funny. I said, but nowadays you guys can't get away with that. I said, because there's so much, people doing drugs, people doing things in y'all's growing up time compared to when I was growing up, that you just can't do that now because you don't know what people are giving you. You know what I mean? It looked like Smarties smashed up, and they were pretending like they were like, ooh, we got drugs. I was like, it's not funny. You know what I mean? And so, like, I had already talked to him about the stupid choking challenge. Well, then there was this hiding challenge on YouTube, and so you could go on they had one on the smart TV, and they were over there on smart TV googling hiding challenges, and you hide for a long time, and then you go back on YouTube and you post how long you hide, and you kind of like you do a recording in the beginning when you start hiding. You tell like I guess where you're hiding. I don't know if you Google some YouTube things and be like hiding challenge, just like where all these kids are hiding to see how long they can hide without being found.
There was actually a dude that was
this chick could not for the life of her figure out which defense she was going for. Not guilty. I didn't do it. Someone else did it. I know who did it. I have evidence of who did it. But at the same time, I'm going crazy and I'm going insane. And let me talk to you about the ninjas and the vampires. And then let me start to tell you about the hiding challenge. Let me tell you about Edgar. Let me tell you about Eduardo. Let me tell you about El Chapo. Let me tell you about Angelica. Let me fucking tell you about the hiding challenge, the choking challenge. She had no idea which defense would be the best. And so she went for all the defenses. All defenses up in here. It's so bizarre.
Any objection? All objections.
She's like, you know what? I'm just going to hit every single one here on the marker.
Now that you said something, there's a dude that was on TV that did that, like a grown man that did that, and he actually ended up like dying from it because he was like, it's jacked up. He like shoved himself, like I don't know how he did it, but he like fit his whole body in a suitcase, and like his girlfriend reported it, and she didn't. She was like, I can't get out, and she thought it was funny, so she didn't help him get out. And then,
is this Boone? Is this? It's so weird when you see your reality. I feel like I just saw a teacher outside of school. You know what I mean? Like, it's very like, hey, you exist outside of the classroom. Have you ever bumped into a teacher outside of school and it's like, you shouldn't be here? Like, what are you doing at a supermarket? You don't exist outside of the classroom. That's how I just felt. Did Boone and Stauch just overlap? Because I feel uncomfortable. Yet it's actually pretty incredible how similar Leticia's letters to Judge Werner were to how Boone's letters are.
and he ended up like asphyxiating from it. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, it was on Court TV actually like a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, that's what apparently I guess he thought was funny with me, because I'm just roaming around the house trying to leave in the car. You know, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, my mind was crazy as heck because I wouldn't know whether they doing, was the stupid hiding challenge going on, and I didn't know anything about it. Were we utilizing resources from the police for nothing when, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's Amy. Why are you saying yeah as if anything Leticia just said made sense? So now, not only because you have to remember, and again, I don't even like repeating it, but the circumstances surrounding the video Leticia claims to have was a video that was recorded for Landon. And it escalated and it wasn't supposed to go to that point. Now it was a hiding challenge. It was just a silly hiding chat. Like, she's not consistent. That's why I refuse to believe she spent any
very vividly in there.
Oh,
Ty is very vividly in there. So like I said yesterday, she's not only a piece of shit real mother, she's a piece of shit pretend mother too. Am I not here? Did I get yeeted? Okay. So she not only was she an actual piece of shit mom to Harley, she was also a piece of shit pretend fake mom to Ty, because she so easily made up this 15-year-old child that she had, and then she fucking incriminates him and makes him responsible for the murder. So you even took your fake child and threw them under the bus.
Oh yeah. And audio.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he was just like, that's why I keep telling you to leave well enough alone. I'm handling it. And I just keep being like, well, I sure as hell don't see, but if I'm gonna have to use what I have to use. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, before I forget, because I meant to tell you last time we talked, but I forgot. I put some money on your, like, the video chat account, like, it was like a week and a half ago. I put money on your commissary account the same day, and then I put some more money on your commissary account today.
No,
That way you got
malicious.
You're welcome. That way you got some extra.
Sorry. Was that Bendy's overlay? No, malicious. Oh my god, that was so funny. I wish Amy, you would save that money for your girls. She has very beautiful girls.
Extra money so you can kind of buy something nice for yourself from the commissary. Some pickles.
Yeah. Buy some tweezers.
I had ate all my commissary the other day, so I was out for the last 2 days. So I was so.
You ate all of your commissary?
What?
Without a small intestines?
What?
Yet you're the size of Harley?
What?
You were big. I'm serious. You look big.
I only weighed 140 something.
Well, you look humongous. But anyway, darling, I know it's time for us to go. I'll holler at you later. I love you.
She ate all of her commissary, and please keep in mind, because I know that this is in context to where we are with the calls, she ordered one of everything off of commissary. So she ordered everything commissary had to offer, because once she got out to G Pop, she was just like, hell yeah. And she was so excited she ordered. So you went through commissary. You went through every item they had.
Starving. And I was like thinking, I was like, I went a whole year like this starving. So, I mean, in my mind, you just thought I'd been like mentally prepared, but I wasn't, because I was like looking for anything to eat. I was like, please, I need food. Even I was about to eat my arms.
Yeah, I put like 28. I think I put 35 on the commissary account like a week and a half ago, and then I put 28 on there today. So, you're welcome.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I bought pickles, a lot of pickles, a lot of noodles, saltine crackers, and like 3 or 4 bags of candy, because I take the candy, the Jolly Ranchers, and just put them in water and just drink like a flavored water.
I thought about that. That's smart.
Is it? Sounds great.
We don't have anything else to drink. And I'm not really a coffee person. I bought coffee at first just to have it, but I'm more of a tea person. I will shut up. I'm more of a tea person, and so like we didn't have that, so, and then I helped people out in the very beginning. I gave people some candy, stuff like that, but now I had to be like, no, I don't have any. And I hate to be like that, but I helped some people at the beginning, but you can't always help people, because it's like you do the best you can, but like you can't, you know what I mean? So I have to be like, oh, sorry, I don't have any, and I hate doing that, but at the same time, like I got to make sure I'm not like starving and running
it's
out.
Like a book. You remember the book? It's a kid's book. If you give a mouse a cookie.
You do not have to worry. You are not starving.
Yeah, that's what it's like. You help somebody too much and looking for more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just gonna, and like, and the whole thing is like, the Christian way is to always keep giving and God will keep blessing.
The what? The what? Whoa. The what way? The Christian way? But Tisha, are you Christian today? Which one is it? I don't know.
And I believe in that wholeheartedly. But I was sitting in there when I was starving those 2 days. I was like, God, where is it at?
Well, yeah, help out when you can, but make sure you take care of yourself also, because today you only have yourself to look after you when you're there,
Yeah. Well, tell her next week not to come. Hold on. I did Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday.
Okay.
Not to come Tuesday. I'll call you tomorrow. Make sure. I'll use some of the stuff on the commissary to call you tomorrow, and make sure. Hopefully they don't come get me tonight, which I don't know what's going on. But anyway, tell the girls hello. Thank you so much. I still got their pictures hanging up. I told the ninjas they are not allowed to go near them or near Harley. They can't go near any of them, and they know not to go near them. They are.
Okay. Man, that was interesting, and I really appreciated being able to see where she was gonna go with the damn Limbo, but it really doesn't surprise me, because she never kind of follows through with anything, like any of these bullshit stories. She kind of just bounces to the next. So thank you so much to Allie and Bendy for letting us play those 2 video visits, which again, Allie and Bendy's link are in the description of this video. They have all the calls and all of the video visits available on their channels, and they have just been absolutely amazing. So just to circle it back around to where we started with the live, this is Elijah Vu. His face is just absolutely precious. Elijah has been missing since February 20th, 2024. He is from Two Rivers, Wisconsin. He is 3 years old. Here is another photo for context. If you have any information, please reach out. He is a precious, he just reminds me so much of Quentin. His NCIC number is up here at the top. So please just keep him in your thoughts, prayers for a safe return, and just keep an eye out. Yeah, his case is very sad. Poor Linda. Now I know Allie and Bendy are going live over on Bendy's channel at the Ward Case Studies, and I know they're going to be discussing everything that happened in Chad Daybell's case, and I am really excited because if you guys did not follow what happened today, massive mess up, massive clerical error. My anxiety was through the roof watching this. Thank God it all worked out, but between that and the text messages and how the state rested, I'm really excited to hear the girls break it down and give us their thoughts. So please follow me over for a Jade raid to the Ward Case Studies. She's going to be starting in about 20 minutes. And thank you all so much for being here with me. I very much appreciate it. Again, shout out to Allie and Bendy. They have been absolutely amazing with these calls and video visits. And thank you to my mods. You guys are absolutely wonderful. I will see you guys all tomorrow on my channel, but I will see you guys all over at Bendy's later tonight. So have a wonderful night.